Thank you, General. Thank you, John. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking time today. I'm Garry Reid. I'm the lead for the DoD Crisis Action Group for Afghanistan for matters pertaining to the relocation of refugees and transportation of our embassy staff, Americans, allies, and other partners from Kabul to their onward destinations. The Secretary established the Crisis Action Group in early July, and we've been working very closely with the Department of State as a lead agency since that time. Partnered with Department of Homeland Security, our initial focus was to relocate the SIVs, finalize their visas, and resettle them into the United States with the help of our non-governmental organizations. To date, nearly 2,000 Afghans have passed through this process, joining more than 70,000 that have participated in the SIV program since 2005. Our military has done an outstanding job supporting this effort. U.S. NORTHCOM and U.S. Army North, operating predominantly from Fort Lee, Virginia, have provided housing, food, medical treatment, medical screening, and other services to these Afghans. Our military embraced the opportunity to recognize their contributions to combined operations in Afghanistan by welcoming them in the U.S. As we prepare for even more arrivals, U.S. NORTHCOM and the U.S. Army are working to create additional capacity to support refugee relocation in the U.S., including temporary sites under assessment at Fort Bliss, Texas, and Camp McCoy, Wisconsin. There may be other sites identified if services are needed, additional capacity is needed. At this point, we're looking to establish 22,000 spaces. We can expand if we need to. As with the operation we've been supporting at Fort Lee, persons that come to these locations will have been pre-screened by the Department of Homeland Security to enter on condition of full immigration processing once they arrive. With this operation underway, but given the urgency of the situation in Kabul, our focus has shifted to supporting movement of our embassy staff, American citizens, allies, and other partners out of Kabul. Starting on August 14th, we began movement of these persons on Department of Defense aircraft, providing them transportation that had flown into Kabul, delivering our troops and hauling cargo. This is an important point. The numbers to date are in the hundreds. We certainly have a much greater requirement. We are still in the process of bringing in forces. These aircraft, as space is available on the outbound, have been taking passengers. And of course, this has been somewhat disrupted in the last 24 hours. But nonetheless, we have transported several hundred to countries in the region and aligned them, again, with our State Department DHS colleagues for their onward transportation. We anticipate picking up the pace, provided we can stabilize conditions at Kabul as described by the General. Our military team in Kabul is working side by side with the ambassador and his staff to coordinate future airlift operations in the coming days. The Department of State and Department of Homeland Security will facilitate initial processing at overseas transit points and prepare for onward movement for all of those transported by the Department of Defense. Thank you.